Hello everyone. Today we are at Heathrow Airport in London and we are heading to Turkey. We have a flight to Istanbul and we'll be staying there for next 4 days. So stay with us. After 4 hours of flight, we are now in Istanbul.
Then we checked into our hotel and went to a nearby restaurant and enjoyed this delicious Turkish meal. And got this complimentary Turkish apple tea and baklava.
We started our official tour of Istanbul with a nice and a heavy classical Turkish breakfast at our hotel, and this was enriched with a range of bread and cheese selections and various pickles, including olives. There were a variety of options for both the vegetarians and non vegetarians, and the desserts at the end consisted of pastries, yogurt, and Turkish sweets. So, breakfast time.
We had stayed in a hotel near Sultanahmet Square, and the major attractions in Istanbul were just a walking distance away. As we started early in the morning, there were fewer crowds, and we had also booked a local tour guide for a smooth and enlightening visit. On our first day, we visited the Hagia Sophia, Blue Mosque, Topkapi Palace, and Hippodrome of Constantinople.
Now we are entering the Topkapi Palace. It was built by Mehmet the Conqueror in 1453, shortly after the conquest of this region. It overlooks both the Marmara Sea and the Bosphorous. This Topkapi Palace was the main residence and the administrative headquarters of the sultans for nearly 400 years, and the palace has a large collection of porcelain, weapons, ropes, and Ottoman miniatures as well. There are 4 different courts and also a harem section in this palace.
After exiting the palace, we headed to Hagia Sophia. Hagia Sophia was initially built as a church during the Byzantine Empire. It was transformed into a mosque in 1453 under the Ottomans and then into a museum in 1935 under the Republic of Turkey. The Hagia Sophia remained a museum until 2020 as one of the most famous and iconic travel destinations in the world. Today, it has been redesignated a mosque in Istanbul.
After visiting the Hagia Sophia, we then headed to Blue Mosque, which was built by the Sultan Ahmed in the early 1600s. It's called the Blue Mosque because of over 20,000 handmade ceramic Iznik tiles that decorate its interior, featuring many different floral designs. The structure is supported by 4 elephant foot pillars, and the central dome is flanked by 4 semi-domes, making it nearly a square in shape. This is a holy place for the Muslims, and there are separate sections for prayers for both males and females.
Now we are at the Hippodrome of Constantinople. Hippodrome means horse's way. It was a public arena mainly for chariot races and also for official ceremonies, celebrations, and protests in the past. The Hippodrome contains monuments like Serpent Column and Obelisk of Theodosius.
After roaming around the Sultan Ahmed area, we went for a delicious Turkish lunch, and after having the lunch, we went to the Arasta Bazaar. It's a covered street of small shops selling a variety of items from spices, beautifully crafted jewelries, fine textiles, and genuine ceramics, and is in fact the best place to buy some token to take home.
We concluded the day with dinner on the Bosphorus cruise. As usual, we got the starters with various Turkish pickles and bread to begin with, followed by the main course and dessert. The cruise service also offers pick-up and drop-off from and to the hotel. You can get a beautiful nighttime view of Istanbul city, Bosphorus breeze, and other historical landmarks from the cruise, and also enjoy the live entertainment featuring classical Turkish dances.
On our second day, we took an early morning flight to Kayseri Airport to go to Cappadocia. Our first destination in Cappadocia was Ozkonak Underground city, which was built by the Byzantines to protect the Cappadocian region against the Arab incursions. It extends down to 11 floors, though only 4 floors are open to the public. People have to be of this size.
We then went to Ozler Art Centre to explore a variety of Turkish gemstones. The stone Jultanite is only found in Turkey, and I got a beautiful ring with Jultanite stone from my husband in this shop. The unique thing about this stone is that it changes its colors as per the light.
We then went to the Pigeon Valley and saw hundreds of pigeon houses carved by the ancient Cappadocian people on these volcanic rocks to raise their pigeons for the purpose of food and fertilizers.
On our third day in Turkey, we woke up at 4 in the morning and headed for the hot air balloon ride. We enjoyed the majestic views of Cappadocia and witnessed the sunrise from the air. This was the most exciting part of our Turkey trip and the one that we will cherish for a lifetime. That's the beautiful sunrise which we had been waiting for all morning.
We are now at Devran Valley, the Valley of Imagination. It's a beautiful valley of unique rock formations, many of which look like various animal shapes, and that's the camel that we just saw earlier.
We are now at Zelve Open Air Museum, which is a cave settlement from the past consisting of at least 15 Byzantine era churches and remained a Turkish village until 1960s, after which Zelve became an official open air museum and a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
We are now at the Pasabag Valley, which is also known as the Monks Valley, and it's one of the most popular destinations in Cappadocia with its unique cone-topped rock pillars known as fairy chimneys and cave dwellings. It's believed that these unique shapes were made by the fairies who built their underground homes below the rocks, and hence the name fairy chimneys.
Then we have come to a local ceramic factory to witness the pottery, which is one of the major occupation of Cappadocian people. You can buy a variety of ceramics here and also get some hands-on experience in pottery. Then we arrived at the Uchisar Castle, which was an important ancient fort that played a major role in defense of this region due to its highest location. At the viewpoint of castle, I also managed to get a camel ride, the first of its kind in my lifetime. Then we went to a local leather center where they displayed their leather jackets in the fashion show, and Arun also got a chance to walk on the ramp, which was equally surprising and funny as well.
We then flew back to Istanbul and had good few hours left before our return flight to London, so we decided to explore the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul. It's one of the world's largest and oldest covered markets, dating back to the 15th century, and spans over 30,000 square meters with more than 4,000 shops, and we can find everything from spices, jewelries, textiles to antiques and souvenirs. Thank you everyone for watching our video.
And please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.